Welcome, this is Birendra Kumar Jha and you are watching Khabar Tahtak. Dear religious viewer of Khabar Tahtak, the story that I have brought before you today under the religion section of Khabar Tahtak is related to the divine act of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva had made many divine play during the time of his marriage that many a time brought his marriage at the verge of destruction, and the story that I am going to bring before you is the last such divine play of the Supreme God Mahadev during the time of his marriage, which had brought the marriage to remain in complete halfway. If you want to know what was the last divine play of Lord Shiva during the time of his marriage that had brought the situation to remain it incomplete, please do be tuned with this story up to the last. Dear religious viewer, you are well aware of the fact that when goddess Sati, the first wife of the Supreme God Mahadev, had arrived at the house of his parents to attend a sacrifice being organized by his father Taksha Prajapati. Coming here, she find that no one were giving respect to her husband, the Supreme God Mahadev, and when she told this to her father, Daksha Prajapati, he also gave a deep ear to this. Being enraged, the goddess Sati jumped into the sacrificial fire and immolated herself. Thereafter, at the request of gods, Himalaya made a great penance to get Jagdamba as her daughter. Being satisfied with the penance of Himalaya, goddess Jagdamba appeared before him and born to be daughter of him. And one day she incarnated in the house of Himalaya as his daughter. Here her mother was Maina. After living there and satisfying their parents, she went to do a great penance in order to get the Supreme God Mahadev as her husband. However, she made a great penance. First lived only on fruit, then on leaf, then on air. And when looking this great penance, the Supreme God Mahadev, even though became pleased but tested her a great instance. First sent the seven sheikhs who tried to deform Parvati from getting marriage with Lord Shiva, and when she told that she will not marry with any other, then Lord Shiva himself went to there as a disguised as celibate and also abused himself, that is Lord Shiva, and hearing which the goddess Sati said that a celibate is non-vincible. So she herself is going somewhere else to do the penance in order to get the Supreme God Mahadev as her husband. Then Lord Shiva appeared in the original form before her and gave the boon to be her husband. But Nevertheless, he did not stop doing divine play that made her his marriage with Parvati in suspicion, sometime at the point of breaking and sometime half incomplete. Even when he arrived at the house of Parvati's parents as a bridegroom, her mother went to the roof to see Parvati's husband, and having seen the Supreme God Mahadev with ghost and many paratis of deformities, she fainted and then became adamant not to marry Parvati with Shiva. When Parvati herself went there and told her mother that she will not marry any person other than the Supreme God Mahadev, nevertheless, she was adamant not to marry and told that whatever she want, she could do, but she will not marry her with the Supreme God Mahadev unless and until he appears before her as beautiful face, and then on the praise of God, the Supreme God Mahadev made her face beautiful, adorned with many jewels and many things. Here, seeing what the Maina, the mother of Parvati, became happy and very much anxious to get Parvati married with the Supreme God Mahadev. But when at the last time the Supreme God Mahadev made a divine play, and when the priest told Himwan, father of Parvati, that it is time for the Kanyadan, that is alms of daughter, Himwan asked the Supreme God Mahadev to tell his name, both Vedas, clan, etc. Having heard this, the Supreme God Mahadev, who always remains happy, became suspicious, and seeing this, Narad made a great play there. He whistled, he started tuning his veena and musical apparatus. Seeing this, Himalaya was enraged and told him not to tune the veena at this time. Then Nara said Himwan that you are a foolish man, and so you are asking the foolish question of the origin, Gotras, etc. of the Supreme God Mahadev. One day of the Supreme God of Mahadev is about to 1 lakh the day, normal day created by the Brahmas, and even Vishnu and Brahma could not find the ages of his Shivaling, the symbolic form of Lord, the Supreme God Mahadev, when the upper part to, was being found, trying to be found by Brahma, and the lower parts portion was being trying by the Vishnu to get its last point, but none of the two get a success to find the last in upper end or lower end. So how can one know? He take a form and become formless. So What do you talk of his origin, his putra, etc.? This is not applicable on the great men like the Supreme God, Mahadev, then God, when he God convinces Himalaya as well, and he felt guilty and began and become ready to alms her daughter Parvati to marry the Supreme God Mahadev, and thereafter this last obstacle or divine play made by the Supreme God Mahadev, which were bringing the marriage at the verge of disruption, was completed happily, and everyone were happy here seeing the marriage of Parvati with the Supreme God Mahadev. And after this last divine play was resolved, no problem arose in the marriage of Parvati with the Supreme God Mahadev. Thank you.